Hello, hello. It is post-workout Logan. It is Tuesday, May 27th. Tonight I'm just working on the second portion of the village. I'm working on the part that is gonna start having the mansions. So let me explain to you guys what's going on. Well, as you saw on my map from the last video, I'm in the garage. That's why it looks like this. But here we go, we have my map. So this section here is that completed section. And then now I'm working on this section. And this section has up high the trolley and the mansions. And then down below it has a couple buildings and then the corner of the street. So currently, this looks kind of crazy, but the street, this will be pulled forward. The street will go, well here, let me just show you. I can just pull it forward myself. So once this is all lined up, it's uneven because this base is on concrete or on cardboard and this isn't. But so the street will come like this and turn, and then over here will be one building, and then back there will be another one, and then this level will have the curb right here, then a little, not as wide of a street because it's gonna have the trolley track, and then it's gonna have the sidewalk, and then stairs to go up to the manor level. And this is where all the biggest houses in the village will be. So when you're looking at it from afar, you know, they're gonna be up higher and have some importance and kind of loom over everything else. So I think it's pretty cool. It's only going to be 3 inches higher, or I guess 2 inches higher than the rest, but I could raise this up one more if I wanted, so that the mansions are a little higher, but I don't know. I kind of like it how it is, so that's where we're at right now. Just cutting foam tonight. I'm just going to do some sidewalks and the streets and everything, and then I'm gonna call it a night. With that said, I will see you in the next section. Hopefully I am painting and doing everything to this next section of the village, section 2 of 5. I'm really excited. Today is May 31st, Saturday, May 31st. And today I am continuing work on the second of 5 sections for my Spooky Town village. And this is where I left off the other day. We have the continuation of the sidewalk and the platform, and then a little bit of dead space here, and then it goes into the, this is going to be the manor row area where the trolley goes, and then the sidewalk. I had to make a little order for more things for the village, so I got some white school glue. I'm going to mix it with water and then spray it over the foliage and the leaves like that, and then the bushes and stuff in the back, just so it does not move around or go anywhere. I really want it to stick down. I got some electrical tape and some electrical wire. When I was watching Halloween Villages by Carl, I realized that he used some of this wire to extend the length of his wires for things like streetlights and stuff like that. I figured I might need it for more expansive pieces like this one, where maybe I want a street light over here, but I don't want to run the cords or they're not long enough. So I bought this just in case. I do know how to solder. I have a soldering iron, and I got some electrical tape just so I can do it safely, extend my cords if I need to for accessories and things like that. Otherwise today I am just going to keep on keeping on, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna keep going here. I'll check in periodically. Okay, just checking in. It is now 8:30. Took the dog for a walk to play at the park, but just wanted to see or show you guys that I did all of my distressing on my brickwork and on my sidewalks and here as well. And I'm gonna start painting. I think for tonight, that's all I'm gonna do. I only got one layer of the black paint done and over there. But I need this to dry so I can do the dry brushing on top of everything else. So hopefully either tomorrow or Monday night, I can come back out here and do all the dry brushing for the sidewalks and everything. I got my gargoyle street lamps out of storage, so I could look at them. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order another set of the gargoyle street lamps, so those will be along the kind of mansion area that's up high. I'll have like 4 of those throughout it, and then I'm gonna use the skull street lamps in the like more city areas. So yeah, otherwise everything's going pretty good. But I think that's gonna be all for this part of the video. Hopefully the next time you see me, I will be doing dry brushing and all that stuff. And I'm trying to find my tripod so I can set my phone up and do a little bit of like a time-lapse situation. So we'll see. Good morning. It's 7:30 in the morning on June 1st. Happy Pride. And it's Sunday, and I am gonna start painting these foam bases. I have quite a bit to do, but I'm excited. I think I'm gonna get done with the second base today. There's my first base over there with all the little people. I organized my figurines last night. These are like architectural elements. I have all my lighting here. Then these are all people. So, and I actually ended up putting a bit of black paint on the tips of these wire trees because they were peeling and you could really see the silver wire. So I just wanted to cover it up and make them look nice. I had some leftover paint from the bases or from the sidewalks. So, but everything's dry, and I'm gonna get it moving. This second section, since it has a few layers, has a lot of stuff going on with it. Oh, I don't need this right now. I just got that out of the basement for later, for the cemetery. But it has the streetcar, it has the Grim Hotel, it has the Black Cauldron Inn, which this one's really old. I think from 2002 or 2000. And then the RIP Mausoleum, if I can fit it. That one's really old as well. I need to be careful with these. And then this is one I got off of eBay. The seller did not tell me that it did not come in a box. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's one of the older haunted houses. It's like orange and black and kind of green. And I really love the pumpkins on it and the theming. And the lighting is really good. So that one's going in as well. I don't remember the name, but those are all going in this section. So it's gonna be pretty packed. My boards are drying over here pretty quickly. Probably should be able to start painting these with my dry brush lighter gray pretty quick here. Okay, time to keep painting. Okay, so I finished painting these sections. This is where the corner of the road is gonna go, on the sidewalk. Here is where the streetcar is gonna live. I bought last year, where is it? I have these like jars of ballast of black and gray that I'm gonna mix together. And that will go along the sides here where the trolley is gonna live. Then up here is where all the manners are gonna go. And then this is gonna be grass. And then this back 5-inch portion back here is gonna be grass as well. So here's some grass to lay down, and I'm gonna get going. And the landscaping is going really well. I did some leaves and stuff for where the trolley track's gonna be. I added some more gravestones to add to their little thing outside of the Alford Manor. I put some little bushes down, the grass is down. I think it's really looking good. The last thing I'm gonna add today are these 2 street lights. I have another set coming that will also be on the back. I think they should all match when they're on the same street. So we're gonna have 2 of them on each base. So there's gonna be one there and then one there. I have to cut my cords and do some soldering to make the cords longer, so that I don't have to make a giant hole for these to go through, because that's what I did here. There's actually a big hole under here, and then I poked the streetlight through, but it made sense because there is grass. So you can't really tell that there's a hole there. But with these, I think I'm gonna have to cut and resolder the wire after I make like a pinhole going through the sidewalk, because I don't want a big hole in the sidewalk. So after that, that's all I'm doing today. Oh yeah, one more thing I was gonna say. Goosebumps Manor was not supposed to be there. It was supposed to be the Grimm Hotel, but it's tall and it was almost the same height as these, which I didn't really like. So I put a smaller building there. I might put another small building here. This is gonna transition into the graveyard and the park area. So I think it's gonna be okay. Like, this might just be some landscaping and then transition into the graveyard. There might be a trail going into the graveyard. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I do have the plans in my head, but let's see. So on my plan, it was supposed to be Rest in Peace Mausoleum and then the Grimm Hotel. Obviously, there's not enough room to do that. So what I think is gonna happen is there's gonna be the road, and then the sidewalk is gonna go just straight across. It's not gonna curve up and look all fancy. But this entire middle piece will be the cemetery. It will have the cemetery tours and the the bell tower. We'll see how that's gonna go. There's gonna be another manor here, and then it will be Phantom Station. So this entire piece will be the graveyard. This is not very deep. So the graveyard might be more wide than deep. Like I said before in the past, my math is clearly wrong here, and there's not enough room for all these buildings like I thought. So I'm gonna have to pivot. There might have to be a couple of these buildings that I don't put out this year. Like, I love the Dragon's Breath costume shop, but I might have to not do that one. I might not be able to do the House of Wax, just so that I can put in the RIP Mausoleum, because I want that in. That was the first piece I got as a kid. So lots to think about here. I might have enough room on this side to put the Grimm Hotel up by the houses next to the Phantom Station. I feel like that would make sense in a city to have a hotel by a train station. Not like this is real life, but and I also have the Black Cauldron Inn, which is an inn, I guess, up by the houses. So it makes sense if there's another like hotel-ish thing up here, just so that we have enough room for the cemetery. Anyway, I'm gonna get to working on these bad boys now. All right, that is basically the end of part 2 here. I put the trolley track in. I put a little bit of ballast in. I want to put some more in there. I need to buy some more. I did a bunch of soldering and extension of the cords for the street lamps. I think they look incredible. The houses look so good up there on the hill. This is exactly what I wanted people to see when you look down the street like this. So I'm really proud of this. I know right here it looks kind of plain. Once the second section is added in, like I said before with the graveyard, we're gonna have a transition area and everything. And then once these 2 buildings come in for my 2025 pre-order, which they will be in this week, so I'll probably put up another video about that. It's gonna look a lot more full, but I can already see my vision coming to life and how lively it's gonna be, and yeah, I'm pretty proud. So that is the end of part 2 of my Lemax Spooky Town Village. I will be starting on part 3 this week, hopefully. Maybe not, it's going into summertime, so I'm gonna be pretty busy doing stuff around the house and spending time with family and stuff, but I'm gonna work on it when I can, because I'm really excited about it. And I'm proud of myself for learning how to solder and do a bunch of other stuff. So this project's turning out really good so far. Till the next time, bye.